Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Data Scout. We have seen the problem of vanishing gradient descent in our last video. Let's see the problem of exploding gradient descent in this video. So while training a multi-layer perceptron, let's take this example and let's see while training a multi-layer perceptron, we have this x1, x2, x3 features which are fully connected to this neuron F1, F12, F13. These are nothing but an activation function. And this activation function is again fully connected to these two activation functions. And here we are just considering if it is a sigmoid activation function. And each activation function which is connected to a different activation function, the weights are assigned with it. And we know the formula to calculate y is nothing but summation of I equal to 1 to n wi xi plus bias. So we try to connect to each of this neuron and then we finally get a loss output O31 and then we try to compute the loss. So loss is nothing but y minus y hat square. So here the output is coming, let's consider this is an y hat. And if we are getting a loss, and if the loss is high, what we try to do? We try to update our weights. What we try to do? We try to update our weights. And we know the formula to update the weights. Let's consider this weight if we have to update the weight for this feature. We always know W11 of W11 new equal to nothing but W11 old minus eta time derivative of loss with respect to W11. So we know this formula to calculate our weight respect to the loss. And we know that how to derive this loss through chain rule and back propagation. How we try to update the weights, a newer weights to each, so that we can minimize the loss, so that it can converge to a local minima. It can converge to a local minima. So let's say we are trying to calculate the newer weight for this 1 with this formula. Let's derive this loss. So derive this loss for this weight. So we know this loss is impacting our O31. So what will happen? Derivative of loss with respect to derivative of weight of 111 equal to nothing but derivative of loss which is impacted O31 dot derivative of O31 which is impacting the O21. So it will be derivative of O21. In turn, derivative of O21 will be impacting our O11 and finally this output O11 will be impacting our, getting impacted by our this weight. So if I just say derivative of output O11 getting impacted by derivative of weight O11. We know from the chain rule formula, if I just cancel out this all, only this and this will be left out, which is nothing but this. So this is the derivation of with chain rule, but we know here to get this we have one more path which is this path. We have this path and we have this two paths. So with these two paths only we'll try to compute the weight. So let's ignore for time being this path. Let's ignore it. So we have this loss and we have these derivations. We know in sigmoid the derivation, the range of derivation is 2.5. 0 to 0.25. This is the range of derivation of sigmoid which is nothing but 0 to 0.25. And that's what causes vanishing gradient descent problem. So just like the vanishing gradient descent problem, there is a problem of exploding gradient descent. We know in vanishing gradient descent, the new weight with respect to our loss is very less because of the range of sigmoid. So if I say the main reason to vanishing gradient problem to happen because of weights. Let's say in this scenario, let's say our weight, let's say we try to find the weight for this one, this derivation of output. Let's say we know the derivation of this will become nothing but the activation function Z plus the weight. So if I just say derivation of this will become in the range of 0.25 only, we know. Let's take the maximum 0.25. And we know the weights. Let's suppose we have weight to 1, weight here. Let's say the weight is 1000 here. If I just multiply the weights and try to get the derivation out of this, what will happen? It will be nothing but 250. So let's say here it is 250. If I just try to multiply again for this, let's say it is 100 and let's say it is 500. We know the multiplication of this, the weights will be higher. The weights will be higher, and because the weights are higher, our loss will not be able to converge to a local minima, because if the steep, we know in gradient descent problem, we try to take a baby step to try to converge to a local minima. But when the steps are really become high, it will try to jump across different values, converge to a local minima, but it will not be able to because the losses are very big. The values are very big. So it will never be able to converge to a local minima. Instead of that, it will keep on jumping from this end to that end to find the local minima. And this itself called gradient descent problem. It will never be able to converge to a local minima. Irrespective of how many iterations we try to perform, this will never be able to meet this local minima. And this problem basically happens in RNN algorithm. We will see in our deep learning playlist what is RNN, but this exploding gradient descent problem happens in our RNN. So next question, can we solve this? Can we solve this? Can we solve explosive gradient descent problem? Yes, there are certain ways with which we can try to solve the exploding gradient descent problem. One of those is limiting the size of gradient to a certain range. So we can try to limit the size of a gradient to a certain range of even we can control the exploding gradient descent with weight regularization techniques like L1 and L2 regularization. We will see what is L1 and L2 regularization in our different videos, in any other separate video. So with these two ideas, to limit the gradients and to use L1 and L2 regularization, we try to control the exploding gradient descent problem. We have to always keep it in mind, if we have this gradient, in vanishing it will be very much smaller, it will be smaller, so much smaller that it will not be able to find this local minima. It will be lost somewhere here. But the values will be so much high in this exploding gradient descent problem that it will never be able to converge to, let's say it has converged here, second step, third step was here, third step it has taken here, fourth step is took here, then next here, maybe next here, maybe next step comes here, next here, and maybe next here. Because the values are so much high with each iteration, it will never be able to converge to a local minima. That's why in this scenario only, this scenario called exploding gradient descent problem, which is little bit in contrast of vanishing gradient descent problem, because in vanishing gradient descent problem, the updates will be very much low, so much low that it will forget that. It will not be able to move forward. It will be lost somewhere, because model will be not able to learn anything. If the weights are so much small that it will lost somewhere, the model will not train anything. Not happen. Same in the scenario of gradient descent problem, where the weights are so much high that it will not be able to converge to a local minima, and at lastly it will not be able to train itself. Model will not train, will not update. So that becomes a dumb model. So hope you guys have liked the video. If you have liked the content of this video, press the like button, subscribe to our channel Data Scout, and press the bell icon. Thank you one and all.